Hello everyone, welcome to CodeChef Starters Contest 154. We are solving a problem GCD and XOR. So in this problem, we are given an array of size n and we can perform either of the two operations. The two operations are that we will select L, R and X. So L is basically the starting index, R is a last index and X will be a value in the given constraints. So what we can do, we can iterate from L to R and take the bitwise XOR of AI elements with the X that we have selected. Either we take the bitwise XOR value or we take the GCD of AI and X. So these are the two operations that we need to perform. Then okay, and finally what we have to achieve is we have to achieve the minimum number of operations required to make all the elements of the array equal to k. So this is our finally what we want to achieve. This is explanation that they have given of what kind of operations they have. So we have basically an array, choose a subarray that starting from index L to R and select any value in the given constraints, let's say X, and that X, so in the subarray will be replaced by the bitwise XOR of AI with X or GCD of AI with X. So let's see the constraints. The constraints are to the power 9. Always have the habit of looking at the constraints because that will give you a better clarity in which direction you need to perform. In which direction you need to proceed. Okay, so let us go to our Jamboard and understand. So there are only three cases that we need to consider. So our answer will be either 0, 1 or 2. Okay, so let's understand case wise. So let's say when my answer will be 0, when all the elements in my array will be equal to k. So in this problem, if you see the second example, it says my array is of size 1 and its value is 3 and the value of k is also 3. So in that case my output is 0. So similarly, let's say my array size is 5 and the k is 7 and all elements are in 7. So I don't need to do any operation. This is already meeting the final criteria. Okay, so this is for case 0. Next we will jump to case 2 before jumping to case 1. Okay, so let's say none of my 0 or 1 case is verified. I do not get any of the cases that satisfy my when my output is 0 or when my output is 1. So in that case my output will always be 0. Why? So okay, so there was no space. So let's say I take any value. So let's say my n is 5 again, my k is 7 again, and my array is, let's say any value. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's say 5. We have 5 elements in the array. Okay, now what I will do, I will choose one particular value of x in one operation. So basically what the logic says is, first take the prime number that is not present in that array and take the GCD in one operation, and then in other operation take the XOR with the required number as the number of in array R1 and then XOR with the required X to meet the condition. So what I'm trying to convey here is, what I'm first I will make my array in one operation all value equal to 1. So how can I make that? So GCD with any value that does not have any factor. So let's say I choose 11 because let's say 11 is my prime number. So what I'll do is I will do array 0 GCD, sorry, for I in array. uh, I will take I equals I XOR, oh sorry, I equal GCD of I comma 11. In this case explicitly I'm mentioning 11. So what will happen is my I will become, my array after this operation will become 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1. So 5 values are there. Now it will become 5. In next operation I want to make it 7. So I can XOR with the entire value. Let's check quickly. 1 XOR 7 6. So what I'll do is, now I will take my, for XOR operation I will take x equal to 6. So now what I'll do is, similarly I will update this thing with XOR with 6 in this case, because XOR of 1 with 6 will give me 7. So finally my array will become 7 comma 7 comma 7 comma 7. So this is the case. This is the value in two operation. Let's say any array is given in two operation, I can make all the values equal to that particular k. So this is how in two cases I can manage it. So only crux was to find all the cases in which my answer will be 1. So let's consider the cases. So let's say when all my elements are equal and not equal to k. So when my n is equal to 5 and k is equal to 7, all my elements are equal to 2, and finally I want to achieve k is equal to 7. So in the second example we saw that in one operation, if all the values are 1, all the values are 2, any values are there, in one operation we can make them equal to any desired value based on XOR operation. So this is the one case when my answer will be 1. In another case, when one continuous segment is not equal to k or not divisible by k. So let's suppose I have a sort of only two elements in my array, and there is one segment, there is one segment that is not equal to k. So I have 7 at the starting, 7 at the end, and in between I don't have a value that is equal to 7, but they are continuous and equal. So either this will in this case my answer will be 1, because in one operation I can make all the 4 to 7 by using the XOR operation. Similarly, if instead of that at the end I have all the values that are not equal to my k, or at the start I have all the values not equal to k. So these are the three cases that should be covered in order to for this second point, in order to get my answer 1. The last case is when my k is equal to 1, and obviously when this is all the 0 and 2 cases are not there. So in one operation I can make all the values to 1, as we saw in this example, that we take a prime number that is not present in the array and simply take the GCD of AI with the particular prime number. So this is the case, three cases that if they are clear, it is very easy to code them. This is how I have coded it. I have just taken the NNK array in set. I have checked the size of the set, that if my side of the set is 1, that means all the values are same. I will quickly check if all the values are equal k, and my answer is 0. Otherwise my answer is 1. Okay, so two cases cleared. Another thing I will check is my k. If my k is 1 and my CTR, so CTR is basically the count of numbers that are divisible by k. So if they are the same, what I'll do is my answer will again be 1. So either all the values are divisible by k, in operation I will take the GCD and all the values will become equal to k, or my k is 1, in operation I can make them everything to 1. Another thing I maintain is I maintain this code for maintaining the segments. If my segments are coming equal or not, what I'm doing is I'm basically taking the indexes where the first and the last value that are not equal to k. I'm basically iterating for first to end and checking whatever the value was initially in the first is matching with the last or not. If they are matching, I will simply returning 1. Otherwise, in all the cases, my answer will be 2. So that was all for this question. If you have any doubt, please do reach out to me, comment it out. And if you understand, like the video and subscribe for more daily content. Thank you.